Good evening and a very warm welcome to this program, My Teacher on NTV. As always, it's a pleasure to welcome all of you. Thanks a lot for tuning in. What are we going to discuss today? Well, the topic is, should mothers go out to work? Now, as soon as we started airing the promo for this program, I got a few calls from my close friends asking me, Sangeet, how dare you ask such a question? I never knew you were a chauvinist. How could you ever suggest that women should not go out to work? Which century are you living in? So we said, hold on, relax. Let's look at the question in more detail. Okay, let's take a closer look. It says, should mothers go out to work? We are not suggesting that stay-at-home mothers are not working. We know that they're working round the clock, more than anyone else, more than the fathers, more than probably the mothers-in-law, more than anyone else. Without a pay, of course. Even during weekends, there are homemakers, and we absolutely love and adore and respect them for that. And once again, if you take a closer look at the question, we are not saying working mothers should go out and work. You know, you should also look at your careers. Why are you wasting your life? You should go in for actualization. And we are also not saying you should sit at home to take care of your children. We are only posing a question, okay? And we want to know what the right answer is. Now, I do respect working mothers. My mom, she's a doctor. She used to work as a captain in the Indian Navy. And a lot of the blessings that we had in life, we owe it to her profession. And we absolutely used to respect her. We respect her still. So the two insights that we are trying to seek are, if mothers go out to work, when should they actually step out of their homes to start working? You know, how old should the child be when the mother goes out? Or the second question is, what precautionary measures or what complementary efforts the mothers should do when they are going out? And to shed more light on this topic and many other interesting angles about this particular debate, I have with me in the studio a very special person, Mrs. Priya Ramachandran. Mrs. Priya Ramachandran is working as a supervisor at the Our Own English High School. She's a very articulate speaker, a competent Toastmaster, a working mother, a person with a lot of accomplishments and a well-respected leader in her domain. So we are proud and honored to welcome Mrs. Priya Ramachandran to the studio. Ma'am, it's a pleasure. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we really look forward to you adding a lot of value to this debate. Mrs. Priya Ramachandran is a working mother as well. Yeah, so the insights are going to come from her personal experience as well. Ma'am, for the sake of our viewers, could you kindly introduce yourself in a little more detail?
You've already done the honors.
Okay.
Well, in any case, yes, I am a teacher at heart, a kindergarten teacher. I relate very well with the students of age groups 3 to 4. And teaching happened quite by chance. In fact, I've been in professions which dealt with people, a lot of communication. So I've been in event management, I've been in sales, marketing, advertising. But this job as a teacher, this has been my longest tenure. Okay. And this happened quite by chance because I wanted a job where I can spend more time with my child.
Oh my God, are we coming to the conclusion of the debate here? I think that's a very sweet thing to do. You know, you fulfill your career aspirations and you also play the role of the parent to the hilt. And if you can integrate both, I think that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Yeah, true. Thanks a lot. It's a very noble attempt at that. Before we get into the debate, I would like to share with you some statistics on people's perceptions about the prospect of mothers working outside their homes. So let me start by asking you, what do you think? What do our viewers think? Do you think mothers should go out to work? Some of you will say, of course they should. Some of you might say no. So take a look at the statistics. Take a look at what the perceptions of people across the world are. This is from the reputed Pew Research Center. So let me request the studio to play a short video clip which will give you insights on what people think about the question that we're debating today. Whoa, so there's a lot of resistance for the idea. I've got the statistics here. 74% of adults say that the increasing number of mothers working for pay has made it harder to raise children. And just a little above 50% agree that children are better off if their mother is at home and doesn't hold a job. Ma'am, does these figures amaze you?
Well, no. Do
Okay.
not. Actually, in my profession,
Okay,
especially because I deal with children,
okay,
I get to see children of all kinds.
okay,
Children of working mothers, children
Okay.
of stay-at-home mothers,
okay,
and these are decisions that are taken by an individual for
Okay.
whatever reasons.
Okay.
I've realized, I've seen mothers shedding tears
okay,
because they can't spend enough time.
okay,
I have seen mothers shedding tears because they want to get out of the house and
Okay.
work because they're educated.
okay.
So
I think, I think it's a question of balancing your priorities here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
It would be a terrible waste if a very talented, very passionate mother has to sit at home without making her contribution. You know, I think at the end of the day, you definitely need to have a feeling that, you know, you've made a difference in this
think
world.
of it, I mean,
and
why
that-
are we educating our daughters?
Exactly. That's another way. You don't have to, you know, probably just educate them enough so that they can manage a home. You know, why are we exposing them to all these competencies? Well, but then the statistics prove that a lot of people still believe today that working mothers, mothers should stay at home at least for a while. Let's address the most important question here. And I'm so happy that we have got ma'am to try to answer it for us. The first few years of a child's life is crucial, the most important. That's when you're laying the foundation. And it has a bearing on the child's development, performance, and success in later life. Okay? Now, the question to ma'am is, ma'am, don't you think, it's a slightly biased question, don't you think that the presence of a mother at home is a decisive factor towards the overall well-being of the child?
Indeed. The presence
Okay.
of a mother towards the success of a child
Okay,
is very important, and those initial years are very crucial.
okay,
Okay, I mean, even if you think of a mother who actually leaves a child, a baby, after 45 days, that's the allotted time
Exactly,
period for a
exactly.
mother who's recently delivered. Her instincts actually are always against her.
okay,
It's never give it a second thought that they are happy getting away from home.
okay,
And so, in the child's success at school, at developing self-esteem, at developing the right attitude towards learning and education and social skills, for all these reasons,
okay.
it's very important that the mother is around. It's very crucial for the child's success.
Okay, okay. Oops! You had me stumped with that, ma'am. As a psychologist, what we understand is for the baby to grow neurologically, I'm not talking about psychologically, even neurologically, as a human being, for the organs to function properly, for the nerves to do the job, the baby should be stroked often, they say, to be held in the hands and to be made sure that the baby is touched and fondled. And when the baby requires someone to take care, to be fed and to be held, someone should be there. If that doesn't happen, then the baby doesn't grow out into a successful human being, physiologically that is, neurologically that is. So I think the answer is pretty straightforward and simple. Somebody has to be at home to take care of the baby at that stage.
Good postnatal care is very important.
Definitely required, and I think the mother is the best person to do it,
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Ma'am, I was reading about how people tend to develop attitudes in life, and it says that if a baby is not attended to early on, he gets the belief that there's something inherently wrong with him, because no one is responding to my cry, no one is feeding me, so something must be wrong with me. And this kind of diffidence, this kind of attitude can lead to severe lack of self-esteem later on, which could be detrimental. Let me now ask, tear a leaf from the many years of experience that you have, ma'am, and ask you this question. You've touched the lives of thousands of students in your career. Okay, you meet all kinds of them, some with working mothers, some with stay-at-home mothers.
Yes.
And of course, you interact with parents and you see the way the kids perform. So you'll be probably the best person to answer this question. Do you think that having a parent at home provides children with a competitive advantage in terms of performance in academics, extracurricular activities, etc.? What does your experience tell you?
When you have a parent at home
Okay.
to take care of the child's requirements,
Okay. Okay.
these children are always at the edge.
Okay.
Okay. Now there are different kinds of parents.
Okay.
Okay. There are parents that are educated and are looking forward to pass it on to their children.
Okay.
So they are, hovering around their children.
Okay.
Okay. And they are over the top. I mean, they are in control of everything that the child does.
Okay.
So competitions, extracurricular activities, homework, preparation, everything is taken care of when this parent is at home.
Okay.
Now you have the other kind of parents who have so much more to do.
Okay.
Okay, who are not really involved. So just being at home
Okay.
doesn't mean that the child is going to be successful. Just because there's somebody to feed the child and ensure the child does homework and the
Okay,
usual work in
okay.
time, there has to be an involvement in the child's growth.
Okay.
Otherwise it does not make any difference.
Okay. I think what ma'am is saying is you just cannot walk into a class and divide students into performers and non-performers, and you cannot say these children are performing
Performers
because
because
they've got a mother
Parent
at home.
yes.
I think that's a very valid point, because ma'am is not talking about the quantity of time that you spend,
The quality of
but I think it
time.
should be the quality.
Yes.
In most of the parenting classes, we ask the parents to list the roles that they play at home. And most of the time, ma'am, it's either a teacher or a police officer. You don't find things like I'm the friend of my child, I'm a sounding board, I am a nurturer. It's always hovering around, policing the child or teaching the child. So I think ma'am's point is you could be at home all the time and still be a pathetic parent. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or you could be out of home for some time and still do a reasonably good job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Ma'am,
These are the kind of parents that are in control. I mean, it's very difficult, I admit.
Okay.
Because I've been, like I said, I'm in this profession which gives me perhaps half a day job.
Okay.
Okay. I've been in jobs that required me more number of hours at work.
Okay.
And I would actually remote control my child.
Okay.
Keep just myself, just keep abreast of things that are happening in her
Okay.
life.
Okay.
Call up the tuition teacher, ensure the dance teacher's there, ensure the music teacher's there, but not really being there.
True,
So
true,
just because
true,
your child
true,
is
true.
getting exposure doesn't mean the child is doing well in life.
Exactly. I think, ma'am, I was just telling ma'am about an incident that happened last evening. We were at a restaurant and we found a family having dinner together. Physically, they were together, but then everyone was lost in his or her own world. You have got these gadgets, you've got television, you've got serials. So physically, you could be there, but you might not be engaging with your family or with your child meaningfully. So I think one answer is very clear. We should not really look at whether mothers should stay at home or work, but the quality of time that is spent at home is what matters. But ma'am, from my experience, what I find is, having said that it's okay for mothers to work outside, there are certain jobs and certain careers which are fundamentally incompatible with the concept of
Giving time to
exactly managing, meaningfully engaging with the family. I've seen working mothers who probably work for 10 hours a day,
Yes.
come back and bring work to their homes and even work during weekends. And when you speak to them, they say, well, I'm doing all this for my children. So I don't know. What do you think? You know, are they justified in saying
I'm
that?
reminded of a friend's mother
Okay.
who had played a very important role in ensuring that I clear my board exams, grade 10.
Okay.
Okay. My mother was not educated,
Okay.
but she was at home.
Okay.
And all that she would do is to warn me to ensure that I study and
True,
complete
true.
my homework on time. And this lady was a single mother
Okay.
working for the Reserve Bank of India with
Okay.
3 children to raise.
Okay.
One corner, her son would be doing geography, the other
Okay.
corner would be somebody doing Hindi, the other corner one would be doing geometry.
Okay.
And she would answer all questions at the same time
Wow.
while cooking and cleaning,
True.
and she would be late to work every day.
Okay.
But she
Okay.
did not, she even forsake her promotions
Okay.
because that meant she had to move.
True.
Okay.
True.
Now, and she would carry grocery home,
Okay.
not take an auto rickshaw,
Uh-huh.
walk back home
Okay.
so that she can save on those two rupees,
Okay.
so that she gives
Oh my God.
quality
What
to
a
her
noble
children.
thing to
Now,
do.
these children are doing amazingly well in their lives.
Okay.
Now, look at a mother who's doing successfully well at her workplace, who's got the top-notch jobs that you would
Okay.
vie for,
Okay.
not having time for her children, but lots of money.
True. 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 True.
What are we raising?
Exactly.
If you do not, I mean, what that mother did was actually inculcate values of hard work
Okay.
and perseverance.
True.
And here you are making it amply clear that I don't have time.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this is where these children start.
True, true. And I think the old age that, you know, I'm doing all this for my children. Ma'am, I've seen people say, you know, once I get a promotion, I'll probably find more time with my children. Once I move to a
Tomorrow
branch
never
closer.
comes.
Exactly,
Tomorrow never
exactly.
comes.
Dear viewers, let's be explicitly clear about this. Whether you work or not, there's no doubt that on a day-to-day basis, you have to be engaged with your children. You have to spend quality time. So you just can't wait for that fancy weekend that never comes. I've even seen people say, once I retire, you know.
The children are no more there to
Exactly,
spend time
exactly.
with you.
And after some time, they don't need you as well. You know, once,
Actually.
ma'am, when Aman was small, I read a parenting book and I got all charged, you know, and I said, let me spend some more time with Aman. So he was playing something on his own, and I went and said, Aman, come, let's play, you know, and I spent 15 to 20 minutes with him. And then he woefully looked at me and said, Dad, can I go out and play? Enough of your parenting, time.
You know what I used to do? When I didn't find friends for my daughter, I would take her to the park.
Okay.
That was a time when I'd really decided to be at home.
Okay.
I would take her to the park and make friends with mothers
Okay.
who had children.
Oh,
So
yes.
to ensure that
Yes.
she finds somebody to play with.
True.
Now this is being, you know, I mean, I wouldn't play with her, but
Okay.
I found her someone to play
True.
with. So
Exactly, ma'am. But at the end of the day, you know, that was a strategy that you followed, and I'm sure you succeeded in that, you know.
I did. Made lots of friends.
Wow.
For myself as well as for my daughter.
True. So I think it's all about doing the right things, you know, to make sure that the child is engaged with on a daily basis. That was, ma'am was speaking from her experience, okay, but I think when ma'am speaks from her experience, she's basically speaking about kids who are in KG2, KG1, KG2
Yes.
and grade 1. By then, they're definitely young and they're vulnerable, but they're probably 4 to 5 years old by then.
7 by the 7.
Exactly.
By the time
Exactly. So, what is the effect of having mothers who work outside homes on very young children? Okay. So, we have compiled for you research, which is from another very reputed body, and we would like to request the studio to play that short video clip, which explores the effect working mothers have on young children. So, we'll request the studio to play that video clip, please. Oh my God, that's scary. I hope you had an opportunity to take a look at the statistics. It says mothers who return to work after the baby is born risk causing serious damage to the child's prospect in later life. And such children are more likely to do worse at school, become unemployed, and to suffer mental stress than youngsters whose mothers stay at home. And it even says if a mother returns to work, the child is 20% likely to score up to A level. Now this is scary. So again, we're talking about young kids here, babies here, kids who are less than 1 year of age. Now, what can mothers do? At the end of the day, you've got a lot of compulsions. You need financial resources. You of course need both parents working to support the dreams of the family. All these compulsions are in place. So what can be done to make sure that these gaps are addressed so that the mother can work and the child can have a nice upbringing as well? We'll explore that question after we come back. We'll have a short break coming up right now. Please don't go away. The conversation with Mrs. Priya Ramachandran is getting more and more interesting. So please do come back. Don't touch that remote.